Hey everybody, welcome back to another Deck Profile Friday. In this one here, we're going to be covering a deck that I've actually covered numerous times on my channel, but it's been a long time since I've posted a version of this. And I didn't post one for the Scarlet and Violet base set that came out, in end of March, I think it was, end of March, early April. I didn't post a list for that, but with Paldea Evolved and some of the new stuff that we got, I think it's about time we got a list for it. So, and obviously, I'm talking about a deck that, I've had a lot of experience with. I haven't had a chance to play test this one yet, right, as this is literally brand new. But, and it's not the Arceus version either, right? This does not play Arceus. But the deck that I'm talking about is Regidrago VStar, right? And I've covered this a lot on my channel, and I still maintain, the success of this depends on its ability to recover, right? And if it can recover quickly, right, after a knockout, then it should do very well. So, without further ado, let's get into the list here. To start, we got 3 Regidrago VStar, and then 4 Regidrago V. You got 2 of each, 2 Silver Tempest, and then 2 of the promo versions. Right, so the V's obviously there to evolve into the V-Star. 220 HP, 3 retreat, no weakness, no resistance, which is cool. Celestial Roar, which is pretty nice. Discard the top, 3 cards of your deck, and then attach any energy you find to this Pokemon, any basic energy. So that's pretty cool. And then Dragon Laser there, 130, and then 30 Snipe for 2 grass and a fire. But it's there to evolve into the V-Star. It's the same bottom half, but 280 HP, which is different. Same attack cost, but the attack there, Apex Dragon, allows you to copy any dragon type Pokemon's attack in your discard pile, right? And that's what we're trying to do here, is we're trying to use the different types of dragons that we have in the deck as a utility for this, right? We use them when we need to exactly use them, right? So if you want to use G-Max Pulverization on Duraludon VMax, right, to go break through something, right? There's a wall right in front of you, it needs to be broken. You use that attack, right? If you're trying to tank, you can use Goodra, right? But we'll get into that a little bit later. And then its ability there, Legacy Star. During your turn, you may discard the top 7 cards of your deck, and then you may put up to 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. And note, it's not just including the 7 cards that were discarded, it's included every single card in your discard pile, which is absolutely nuts. Right? So pretty cool. And that is the main attacker and the main starter, right? That's why we have a 4-3 line. So now we go on to the dragons, right? What dragon type Pokemon make the deck? Well, I already said this earlier. Duraludon VMax, 330 HP. We don't really care about that. We care about the attacks. G-Max Pulverization for 220. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, so it's great at going through things like Miltank, right, etc., and Mimikyu. A Giratina VStar, right? Lost Impact, right? It's an instant 280. I'm not really too sure if you can copy Star Requiem. I think so, but we don't play any Lost Zone stuff, so we won't be able to use that. But still, getting that 280 there You know, knocking out that Lugia V-Star or that Arceus V-Star. Pretty cool. Next, Hisuian Goodra VStar, right? And its rolling iron attack. 200 damage done to it during your next turn is reduced by 80. Awesome. This is great at going through things like Lost Box, right? Because of their relatively low damage output, right? You can just tank hit after hit after hit, which is awesome. And then lastly, the newest addition to the deck from Paldea Evolved, Noivern EX, right? And we pretty much, you know, both the attacks there are crazy good. Covert Flight, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's basic Pokemon. So this is great, you know, at really, again, Lost Box, right? Lost Box will struggle playing against this, right? Because you can just wall them, right? If they don't have any evolution, like Giratina VStar might be a little bit, you know, difficult because they can break through that. But just regular Lost Box, this will just wall them, right? Just a lone Regidrago in play, and then you just Covert Flight over and over and over and over, and it's like, what can they do, right? Next, the other attack there, Dominating Echo, 140. During your opponent's next turn, right? Pardon me, I can't even see it right now. They can't play any special energy or stadium cards from their hand. So this is great at locking, right? Preventing your opponent from doing stuff, right? So decks like Lugia VStar, right, that play a lot of special energy, right? Sure, they can't play it from their, you know, they got their Archeops, but they still can't play it from their hand, right? Still, that's still not too bad. 140 damage as well, which is, you know, that 2-hit KOs the V-Stars, right? Because they got 280 HP. Pretty cool. And that is the 4 dragons. So, just these. We did have the Appleton in there, but that is gone because the format has changed. Same thing as before. Double Leafeon, obviously there for the greening cells, right? And occasionally the, you know, a dark matchup, right? Like Darkrai V-Star, Galarian Moltres V, right? May show up. Drapion V, obviously for Mew, right? Instant KO. A new addition, Squakabilly EX. Right, now you could play Lumineon V, but what I like about this is you can put this onto your bench, right? And then use its ability when you want to, right? And it can only be used on the first turn of the game. So what we're doing is we're trying to treat this as that Crobat V from the last version, right? Where you draw cards so you have 6 in your hand. Well, this discards, right? So this is great at discarding your dragons. Radiant Greninja, so same thing, right? More cards to draw, right? We can draw between Greninja and Squakabilly 8 cards. And we can do that on turn 1, right? And set up, right? We want to turbo this deck, right? That's how we want to do it. And then lastly, another card for Mew, the Spriritomb V. This here is a little tech that I'm trying, right? It may come out, right? It may stay in. It just depends on how well it works, right? And obviously, you know, Pokemon V in play, you know, have no abilities. So Genesect V, Lumineon V, right? Raikou V, just a lot of Vs. So, and that's only on basics, so it's not V-Stars. Pretty cool. And that is it for the Pokemon. So really simple. Right, next, we're going into the trainers, supporters, and stadiums. Supporters first. We got 3 Professor's Research, right? Discard, draw 7, the best draw card in the game. 2 Boss's Orders, right? Our Gust of Wind. Our Marnie replacement and 2 Iono. Pretty cool. Another boss, like Pseudo boss, but as well as our more discard fodder and 2 Serena, right? I really like a 2-2 combination in this. We're playing a lot of 2s. And then our last supporter is a single Raihan, just to help our recovery, right? If we lose that first Regidrago VStar right away, which is I feel like is the huge problem with the deck, right? This is not Arceus, right? Arceus is probably, in terms of its recovery, a lot better because you can just Trinity Nova and get 3 energy into play pretty easy. So yeah, that's Arceus. And then our stadiums, 2 Mesagoza. So I really love this stadium for this deck, right? Because we can, every card that we can grab is valuable, whether it be, one of our dragon types, or, a basic type like our Greninja or Squakabilly, right? This is probably the best stadium for this deck. And then a Temple of Sinnoh, right? That's a pretty good one too. One other stadium that we could play is maybe Beach Court. So that way we can retreat our Greninja and Leafeon for free. Right? So that's not a bad option, right? But 3 stadiums I feel like is a perfect amount for this deck. All right, so that is that. That's the supporters and the stadium. Now we have the trainer cards. And the trainer cards, the trainer lineup is very similar to that of a previous video, or actually my previous videos, all 4 of them, right? I've done 4 videos of Regidrago VStar on my channel, right? That's very similar to it. We obviously have 4 battle VIP pass just to set up, right? This is a setup deck. We have our quick ball replacement and 4 nest ball, right? It sucks that we can't discard cards, right? But we do have that Squakabilly in here, right? And we do have some more search, so not too bad. 4 Ultra Ball, right? Search for any Pokemon, discard 2 cards. Right, pretty good. One other thing that I wanted to mention was, if you're still struggling to discard your dragons, you can maybe change your Professor's Research to like a Zinnia's Resolve, right, where you can discard to draw cards. 2 Choice Belts, right? You could play a Cleansing Gloves if you want, just to help against, Mew and Gardevoir, right? More specifically, Gardevoir, right? Choice Belt helps against, Lugia, etc. 2 Escape Rope, right? We had 2 Air Balloon, 1 Escape Rope, 1 Switch in our last Regidrago VStar video. So I wanted to kind of keep that amount to, to 4, right? So we do play 2 Switch as well. Right, just to make it more consistent. We also do have a Capturing Aroma, right? So same thing with Mesagoza, right? Every card is valuable. And then the other thing too is that this is our Evolution Incense replacement, right? I'd rather have Evo Incense in here. A lot of other decks would rather have Evo Incense, but we don't have that, so pretty good. And then lastly, our Ordinary Rod replacement and Super Rod, right? The new card to come out of Paldea Evolved, a really good one. Pretty cool. And then lastly, obviously we have our energy, we're playing some double dragon energy. Just kidding, that card's not even legal in standard. Right, that card was amazing for dragon types back in, you know, with I think it was Darkrai Giratina. But we do have 6 grass energy and then 4 fire energy, just 10, right? And I feel like that's a pretty good amount. You could maybe stretch it to 11 or 12, but it just depends on what you want to take out, right? Player preference. But there you go, everybody. That is the deck. I have not tried this out. Maybe you should, obviously just give it a try. Let me know how it works. As you know, obviously I'm gonna try it out. But my time right now is actually kind of limited, so I haven't really been playing as much. So you might have some better luck with it than me. But yeah, there you go. This is Deck Profile Friday. Don't forget to check out last week's, and then this past Sunday's opening Sunday. And this, obviously we're going to be having another video this Sunday with some more Paldea Evolved, right, which is awesome. I think this might be the last video of Paldea Evolved to open. But yeah, pretty cool. So there you go, everybody. Don't forget to like the video, comment, and subscribe as the usual. Next giveaway as well will be at 250 subscribers. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.